Just when fans had accepted the heartbreaking fate of Abigail DiMera, boom, Days of Our Lives drops a bombshell hint that could change everything. Could Abigail really be alive after 3 years? Is her tragic death about to be rewritten? Buckle up, because the latest DOOL leaks suggest a stunning comeback that no one saw coming. Let's dive into the clues, the consequences, and the emotional chaos this could unleash. It's been 3 painful years since Abigail DiMera was murdered inside the DiMera mansion, a moment that devastated her family and sent shockwaves through the entire town of Salem. Fans mourned, Chad grieved, and Abigail's parents, Jack and Jennifer, were left broken. But in a recent Days of Our Lives episode, something strange happened. The show paused to honor Abigail's memory, with flashbacks, quiet reflection, and a scene that felt like emotional closure. At first glance, it was a beautiful tribute, but for seasoned DOOL fans, it was also a flashing red signal. Because in Salem, death is rarely the end. When the camera lingers too long on a lost loved one, when characters start speaking in absolutes like, "she's gone for good," that's when you know something's up. It's not just nostalgia, it's foreshadowing. And that's exactly what this tribute felt like. In that emotionally raw scene, we saw Jack and Jennifer finally verbalize their heartbreak and accept that Abby isn't coming back. It was heartbreaking, almost too heartbreaking. Why give viewers such a heavy dose of finality, unless you're about to pull the rug out from under them? Soap operas don't deliver closure without a twist. Will Horton came back, Bo Brady came back, even Stefano DiMera found ways to cheat death. So why not Abigail? Even more suspicious is the fact that Clyde Weston, the man most associated with Abby's death, had just slipped into a coma, but not before hinting that there were loose ends and untold truths about what happened that night. He muttered that, "there's more to the story." And that right there? That's a clue. What if Clyde didn't kill Abigail? What if someone else was involved? What if Abigail wasn't actually dead? That tribute may not have been a goodbye at all. It might have been the beginning of her return. While viewers were still reeling from the tribute to Abigail, another storyline began quietly building, one that may be more connected than it first appears. Kat Green, the stylish and sharp new arrival in Salem, was recently revealed to be a former ISA agent. And now, she's being drawn back into the world of espionage by Shane Donovan, the legendary director of the ISA. Her assignment? A covert mission, partnered with none other than Rafe Hernandez. At first, it seems like standard day's action, a fun spy caper. But something about it feels strategic. Because tucked inside all the secret meetings and cryptic phone calls, is romantic tension. Kat and Rafe are bonding. There's heat between them, chemistry. And as their partnership intensifies, one thing becomes crystal clear. The writers are setting up a new love interest for Kat. Which raises a very important question: why? Because until recently, Kat was romantically linked to Chad DiMera. Their relationship was growing, cautiously but sweetly. Chad, still healing from Abby's death, had started to trust again. But now, just as Chad is opening his heart, Kat is being pulled away, emotionally and literally, by this new ISA mission. This is classic soap structure. Create distance between lovers right before an ex returns. It's hard to ignore the symbolism. As Kat gets deeper into her ISA identity and forms a new bond with Rafe, Chad is being subtly freed up, and we all know what that means. If Abigail is alive, and if she returns soon, Chad can't be tied to someone else. Could this mission be a narrative distraction? A way to reposition Chad for a Chabby reunion? The more you analyze it, the more the pieces fit. Kat and Chad were a placeholder. Rafe is the new romantic foil. And Abigail, she might be coming back to reclaim her life. Just when the dust starts to settle, Days of Our Lives adds yet another explosive piece to the puzzle. The return of Gwen Riacek, Abigail's half-sister, and longtime nemesis. Scheduled to reappear on Monday, July 7th, Gwen's comeback is already raising eyebrows. She brings with her a trail of unresolved drama, including exes like Xander Kyriakis, close confidants like Leo Stark, and of course, her complicated history with Chad. And that's exactly what makes this so dangerous. Gwen wasn't just Abigail's estranged sister. She was her obsession, her sabotage, the woman who spent months trying to wreck Abby's marriage, undermine her sanity, and take everything she had, including Chad. And now she's back, just as rumors swirl that Abigail might be alive? That can't be a coincidence. What happens if Gwen starts getting close to Chad again? Imagine her re-establishing trust, maybe even starting a romantic connection, just as Abigail walks through the door. The emotional explosion would be catastrophic. But also, exactly the kind of drama Days thrives on. It sets up the ultimate soap triangle. A man caught between the ghost of his wife and the woman who once tried to destroy her. A sisterly rivalry turned toxic. A second chance at love that turns into a war zone. And let's not forget, Gwen has always operated from a place of insecurity. If she senses Abigail's return threatens everything she's built, she will fight back. Dirty. If Abigail is coming home, she's not just walking into the arms of her husband. She's walking into a firestorm of jealousy, betrayal, and unfinished revenge. So that leaves us with one critical question: why now? Why would Days of Our Lives choose this moment, 3 years after Abigail's supposed death, to start dropping breadcrumbs about her return? The answer may go far beyond nostalgia. This could be a strategic move, both narratively and emotionally. Let's look at the state of the DiMera family. Salem's most powerful dynasty is currently in shambles. EJ is wounded and weakened, Stefan is making reckless moves, Tony and Anna are hanging by a thread, and Kristen is circling the mansion like a vulture. There's no unity, no leadership, and above all, no conscience. And then there's Chad, still adrift, still haunted by the memory of the woman he loved more than anything. Without Abigail, he's been trying to hold his family together, but slipping into a shadow of the man he once was. He's vulnerable, and vulnerable men make dangerous decisions, especially in Salem. Bringing Abigail back now would mean more than just healing one broken man. It would be like restoring a soul to the DiMera name. She's not just Chad's wife. She's a bridge between families, a Horton and a DiMera. A symbol of order in a world unraveling. And let's not forget, her return would shine a spotlight on buried secrets. Secrets Clyde Weston may have been silenced to protect. Secrets that Kristen would kill to keep buried. Secrets that could fracture alliances, destroy reputations, and reshape the balance of power in Salem forever. Abigail's return wouldn't just change the story. It would restart it. In soap operas, timing is everything. And this moment, when chaos reigns, when hearts are breaking, when loyalties are shifting, this is the perfect storm for a once-dead heroine to rise and challenge the world that tried to erase her. The signs are there. The tribute, the Issa love triangle, the timing of Gwen's return, the cryptic clues from Clyde. One by one, these pieces are falling into place, and they all point to the same chilling, thrilling possibility: Abigail DiMera is not dead. Not entirely, not permanently, not in the way Salem was led to believe. But if she is alive, then where has she been? Was she hidden away for her protection? Was her death staged, possibly by someone within the DiMera family itself? Or is this all part of a darker, deeper conspiracy that we've only just begun to uncover? And most importantly, what happens when she comes home? Will she walk in on Gwen in Chad's arms? Will she expose Clyde's secrets, rip open old wounds, and reignite feuds thought long buried? Or will her return be quiet, emotional, and shattering in ways no one expected? We don't know yet, but one thing is certain: Days of Our Lives never plants clues like these for nothing. When they want us to remember someone, it's usually because that person is about to walk back through the door and turn everything upside down. So get ready, Salem. The winds are shifting. The ghosts are restless. And the past? The past is done being buried. Is Abigail Demera alive? We don't have confirmation yet. But if the whispers are true, then this summer will be one for the history books. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Abby is still out there? What's your theory on where she's been and what she'll do when she returns? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for all the latest DOOL updates. Because if Abigail is coming back, Salem is about to explode.